Hello and welcome to episode 131 of the Daily Sales Message, where today I'm going to be pouring you a nice, tall, cold glass of Guinness. Perfectly poured glass of Guinness. Now, whether or not you've ever drunk a Guinness, I'm very confident you'll be aware of this phrase, or you've seen how a pint of Guinness is poured. They put the glass up to the tap, pour it for about 2 to 3/4 full. Correct me if I'm wrong here, beer aficionados. 2 to 3/4 full. They leave it for a second to settle. Actually, they leave it for about a minute, 2 minutes, and then they put the top on afterwards and they finish it off. There's a reason why they do that, and it's to do with giving the drink time to settle, so how it tastes. So it's the best way to deliver that drink, the best way to prepare it. You can't just pour it like a pint of beer, straight to the top, there you go. There's a little bit more to it, which for a lot of people could be seen as a negative thing. If it takes 2 minutes for somebody to pour you a drink and the other drinks get poured in seconds, you might think, well, why am I waiting? What a waste. I'll just get something else. This is fine. Guinness have turned this into an advantage, and this is what I call the negative advantage. So they've taken a characteristic of their offering, which could potentially be seen as a negative. It takes longer than the competition to actually deliver the goods, and they've turned that into a positive. The fact that it takes longer in this instance implies quality. It implies quality. So they've coupled this with the well-known idiom, the well-known phrase, good things come to those who wait. Good things come to those who wait. So what we're saying here is you're going to wait 2 minutes for a pint of Guinness, but it's going to be worth the wait. It's a good thing. It's worth it. And also, at the same time, they're kind of casting shade over the drinks that are just quickly prepared and that's it. Because if good things come to those who wait, crap things come to those that don't wait. There's no alternative to that. But it's kind of implied, isn't it? There's two sides of the same coin. But the fact of the matter is they've taken a potential perceived negative of their offering. It takes a long time. And they've turned it into a positive. The negative advantage. So in your own business, what's wrong with your offering? Does it take long? Does it cost a lot of money? Do you have to do things in a certain way? You can only do things and you can't do this, etc., etc. Where are the restrictions? Where are the difficulties? Where are the things that people complain about? And then, and admittedly this is easier said than done, but the concept is solid and for Guinness works very well. Take those negatives and can you flip them into positives? So if something takes longer, costs more money, is harder to create, harder to buy, harder to use, that can imply it's higher quality, it's more exclusive, or that it's only for really intelligent people to use. But can you take the perceived negatives or the actual negatives of your offering and flip them over into positives? Because if you can, and you can create a negative advantage, it becomes a talking point, it becomes a point of difference, and far from being embarrassed and it's a kind of shackle around your neck talking about these things, becomes a point of difference and something worthy of note. Then clients will actually switch to you because of this cool perceived negative advantage. So that's it for this episode of the Daily Sales Message. Tomorrow we're talking about time and a particular facet of time when it comes to your buyers, potential buyers seeing you, and we'll cover why that's important, what it's about, and what you can do to use it to your advantage. If you haven't already, please do hit the like or subscribe button or leave a comment wherever you happen to be watching or listening to this podcast. Thank you again for watching or listening all the way to the bitter end. I do appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow for another exciting edition of the Daily Sales Message.